It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
All right, this is a fun one.
Tell us, hey, Chris.
I'm excited about this. Hey, Winston.
It's great to see you again, man. Now you're over there.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Actually, it was really great.
Yeah? What made it great?
I had time to do some projects around the house. The kids were awesome. We do this thing where we allow them to play video games just during holidays and summertime.
I like that.
Sunday went right. It's off.
Yeah.
I hide the controllers.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are entertained and they're in good moods. And Dad's in a good mood.
Yeah. It's playtime.
It's playtime.
Yeah.
But there were so many fun things. A lot of family time, friends times. I mean, I didn't realize how great of a Saturday Thanksgiving weekend is. Is that every Thanksgiving where it's rivalry week?
Rivalry week.
It was a great day of football.
You have Tennessee Vanderbilt. You have Texas A&M, although they had not played in many years.
Yep.
But so they renewed that. Because
all within the SEC
all
now.
Within the SEC. You have
Texas, it's not really the Southeast.
Alabama, Auburn, Clemson, South Carolina. I mean, Michigan, Ohio State. Yeah.
What a great day.
It's all over. Yeah.
We built fires.
Oh.
And guess what? Rachel is like my flamethrower. She
that
builds the fire and then loves like tossing wood on it all day. So it's great. I mean, it's incredible. I go out there and keep it stocked and stuff.
Yeah.
That was one of my things, was going and using a hydraulic wood splitter. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really satisfying.
Really?
I love it.
I mean, it is. I get what you're saying. It is satisfying.
Versus swinging an axe.
Yeah. There's
wearing
something
yourself
about
out.
swinging an axe, though.
Well, yeah, if you're desperate.
Wow.
I mean,
that's intense.
Okay, I had
there are people out there
trunks.
who like splitting wood with an axe.
Okay. If I'm just gonna split wood for like a campfire, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm talking about restocking.
We need a rick of firewood.
I need a rick.
Yeah.
I don't want to. That doesn't sound exciting.
Yeah.
To chop a rick.
Yeah. They do say that. Have you ever heard that quote? They say, when you split wood, it warms you twice.
Warns you?
Warms.
Oh, warms.
Yeah, because you get warmed up by swinging the axe.
Wow.
And then you get to burn the wood.
Dang it! I just remembered. That's probably your tip of the day.
No, you know what, dude?
Because I don't have one.
I don't either. I don't either. So I think
tip of the week.
I think this is like two things. Number one,
this is a special episode.
I think this is a special episode where we don't have to have that.
Everybody can't wait to know what this is.
But then the second thing, I might be a little. I think I'm a little disillusioned with the quote of the week and the tip of the week. I don't know that I love it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that I love it.
It's kind of dumb.
Well, not that it's dumb. It
doesn't make sense.
It's a lot of pressure on me too. I'm like, I got to figure out a tip this year. I got to figure out a quote. Like, it's just an added thing that I'm like, man.
Just Google it. Go Google it.
Just Google it.
Yeah.
Here's what I did some man stuff too. Hey, I had a good Thanksgiving as well, Winston. Thank you for asking.
Oh, thanks so much. I was getting around to that, but
I worked a chainsaw for a couple hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we had some down trees, and we got our side-by-side back, and I was like, boys, let's go out and cut these trees up.
Yep.
Man, there's something about...
Oh, did they enjoy that too?
They love it.
There's something inside of us comes alive.
Yes, when you crank that...
When you're out in the woods.
Yes.
And it's dangerous as crap. But
oh, yes. I bought some of those chaps.
You didn't.
Oh, I 100% did.
Oh, wait. Like wood splitting chaps? Like what you got?
Chainsaw chaps.
They are.
Yeah, they're made
for that. Not horse riding.
No.
They make chainsaw chaps.
No, I'm not riding a horseback. I'm not riding a horse or a
I just
Harley
figured. I would just say there's an all-in-one chap, and you just wear them for working wood, riding horses, walking through the brush.
These are bright safety orange. They're either made by Husqvarna or Stihl.
So they're like cut proof.
They are. They're like protective chainsaw chaps.
Are you gonna wear them quail hunting this weekend?
That's right. I forgot about that.
I mean, it's safety orange, you know.
Yeah.
Brush it and all that.
I mean, if we're shooting low enough that my legs are in danger,
Yeah,
we got a problem.
that's true.
That's a real
That's
problem.
a low bar. I heard you fried a turkey.
I did fry a turkey.
Did you have all the parts and pieces for it and stuff? Like for your fryer. Because sometimes you lose stuff if you don't use it for a while.
I lost. I did lose a part from the last time, but luckily I had a friend who has the same setup,
Has the exact same one? Oh,
so I was able to borrow that part from him.
What a
was you.
great
It
guy.
was you.
What a great guy.
I should have brought that back today. I have it washed and it's sitting by our sink.
You're that guy. You're that guy.
It back to you.
You're the guy that's like, you never see it.
You'll get it
again.
by next Thanksgiving.
never see it.
Yeah.
I'm going to text you a year from now. Where's that?
I brought it back to you. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then lucky for me. Yeah.
I'm honored that I had a small part of your your Thanksgiving.
I tell you, the turkey was not as good this year. I don't know what I did wrong.
Probably used a bad part.
I don't know what I did wrong. I'm trying.
It looked good.
It did look good, and the skin was crispy and delicious.
Oh.
But I don't know if I didn't inject it properly.
Yeah.
If I didn't move, because you're supposed to kind of move that injector around and make sure the fluids get to all the different parts that are supposed to get in there. I don't know if I did that well. It was a little drier than the last time I did it.
Yeah. And it sat in the fridge overnight and all that.
Oh yeah, I injected it and rubbed it 24 hours ahead of time. Wrapped
Gave it
all
a
up.
shoulder massage.
Yep. Did all that stuff, and then
I didn't know that
peanut oil. I mean, it should have been.
Yeah.
In theory, I did everything right, but it was not as good.
Yeah.
It was good,
Sure.
but it was not as good as the last time. So I'm a little bit like trying to figure out what I do differently.
Heard that.
Yeah. No, that was good. Started building a deer stand.
Golly, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's like mid-season. We're kind of like late.
There's a month left.
Yeah,
There's 1 month left.
It just takes
And
it just takes one morning.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
One morning.
It takes one morning.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
So you got 30. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I've never killed a deer.
But the stand is still in parts sitting up on that hill. So we still got to figure out how to put that thing together.
If I was that guy on that app, you can like hire people to build stuff
Yeah.
for you, I would say no.
I agree.
Like if I was on there and you reached
I
out and
agree.
you're like, hey, I got this tree stand to put together, and I went out there to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a gallon-sized Ziploc bag.
So
of
many
bolts.
parts. So many parts. But I am taking off tomorrow. I'm
good.
going out there. I'm going out there all day tomorrow.
We're gonna get on it.
I'm getting on it tomorrow.
Okay.
And
Clock starts.
I know
I mean,
because
those deer out there just eating
Yeah,
everything.
I want it done. I want it sitting there over the weekend and like
Yeah.
maturing. You know, I don't
Becoming
know if
a
that's thing.
part of the
Becoming a
landscape.
Part, yes. I want the deer to be like, this thing is normal now. Oh
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's normal.
What a cool little house.
Yeah, cool little house. So that'll be fun.
I'm gonna eat this brick.
Also, here's the thing. I wanted to share a bit of current events with you.
Oh, is this the curveball?
Just get your hot take on it.
Oh Lord, this is good. Okay.
So there's a man. Have you ever heard of this guy, John Collins Black? You ever heard that name?
No.
Okay. John Collins Black lives in California now, but he's a North Carolina native. Let's see. He went to school at like UNC Chapel Hill.
Great school.
And he decided to spend, quote, millions of dollars purchasing various treasures. Have you heard this story?
No.
Okay. But instead of keeping the treasure for himself or donating these pieces to a museum or an educational institution, John Collins Black decided to divide the treasure into 5 boxes and hide them all over the United States. And he's
Wait.
He's written a
he
book.
spent millions on 5
on
pieces.
5 different boxes. Okay, so he even had the boxes custom made by a guy named Seth Gould, Gould, who lives in Bakersville, North Carolina. This guy Seth Gould spent a year building 5 special treasure chests, and then this guy John Collins Black spent millions of dollars. Which some of the items here.
Oh,
I'm going
love
to tell
know.
you some of these items.
Yeah. This is like national treasure stuff.
Like here are some of the things. A 23 karat gold pendant designed by Pablo Picasso.
Okay.
A gold medal won by the men's Nigerian soccer team in the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. A Michael Jordan rookie card.
No.
A sapphire and diamond brooch owned by Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Rare Pokemon cards.
That's from the United States.
Yeah.
Pokemon, I'm not sure is U.S.
Pages from Henry David Thoreau's personal journal. So he's combined. He has spent millions of dollars.
This is crazy.
They estimate like $2 to $4 million he spent.
Yeah.
And he divided up that treasure into these 5 treasure boxes.
Okay.
And he has hidden them around the United States. And he's written a book called There's Treasure Inside.
Yeah.
And if you read the book,
yeah,
there are clues.
Oh my gosh.
To where to go find the treasure chests.
And that is crazy.
Yeah, somebody sent me this article over the weekend. I was like, man, this is pretty fantastic. And like he says, they're not buried.
Oh.
They're not underwater.
Okay.
They're not. You don't have to be like physically special.
You don't have to like rent
them.
a bobcat.
Right. You don't have to climb crazy mountains or climb trees. He says there's nothing dangerous about this.
Okay.
But
not in plain sight.
Well, I don't know. I have no idea.
In an attic?
And he is the only single person. He hasn't even told his wife. He's the only person in the world who knows where the 5 treasure chests are. And this one caught my interest. He said, I didn't necessarily hide a treasure in North Carolina, but the fact that I'm from that area and that there's 5 treasures, there's probably a reasonable expectation that there's something to be found in and around the South.
This guy...
Yeah.
He is living the dream.
How cool is that?
It's amazing. That is a level of genius that I appreciate in somebody. Like
I know.
Do you have any other clues?
No.
It's just you got to get the book.
You got to get the book.
But even that's going to be
he hasn't hinted at anything. He's like, he's not divulging clues publicly. Everything's in the book. But he's like, everything that you would need to know to find the treasure.
It's really there.
It's in the book.
You just gotta
figure it out.
Does Nicolas Cage know about this?
That's a great question.
Dude, we should call him and just kind of go around the country with him.
That's my Nick Cage impersonation.
I'm feeling pretty bad right now because that guy just did a scavenger hunt for like the whole country.
Yeah.
And I've thought about, I think one of the most fun things my kids would light up if I did a scavenger hunt around the house.
Yeah.
And just kind of like came up with the little clues, and then it's up there on the shelf, and then it's over there in the cabinet, and then where do you go, to the bathroom, and make it all rhyme.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds exhausting, but it would be so fun. That guy did it for the country and wrote a book on it.
Yeah. And they're
with sapphires.
Yeah. And diamonds.
Some scary
and Michael
stuff.
Jordan rookie cards. And,
What a life. So he just sits back now and
sips
his coffee, and
apparently,
you think he's like goes and checks on it every once in a while?
I don't know.
I'd be checking on a few of those. Probably not the journal entries.
But then
you've got jewelry.
Wouldn't you just hire a private investigator just to tail this guy? That is a great question. How do you know? I guess the only way you know if somebody finds it is if they come out publicly and say, I found this. And they're posting pictures.
You may just, if I found it, do you think I'd get back in touch with that guy? I don't know. I might just take it home for like a little while and just be like.
Just sit on it quietly.
Just tell Rachel, hey, I've got this.
Look at this.
Look at this gold medal. But the gold medal will be like, well, what the heck are you going to do with that? I'd probably tell him about the gold medal. It depends on which one I got. How about that?
Yeah.
If it was a Michael Jordan rookie card, I got a friend.
Well, but that's the thing. And each of these chests has like a bunch of different things in it.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just like the rookie card or this.
Oh,
it's like each chest is
like a variety pack.
A variety pack of jewelry
Nick Cage
and Pokemon cards and
All right. So are you going to get the book?
I've thought about it. I think it's a super fascinating,
such a great
idea. Yeah.
All right. Link it.
Yeah.
I might just kind of thumb through it.
You never know.
It might be in Brentwood.
All right. This is going to be a gift guide episode.
Let's go.
And so we each, here's what our task was. We were each supposed to select 5 things that we feel like would be good gifts for men
In your life.
in your life, right?
Yep.
And-
Because it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I think so.
I
It's
don't know.
hard. Yeah. I mean, are you a gift giver?
No, I'm terrible at it.
Oh,
and
I'm
people that
great at
are,
it. I'm
are
great
you?
at it,
I
yeah.
love people that are.
I am great
I
at
get
it.
so good.
My
I will-
wife is terrible at it.
Okay.
I love her, but that's not her. That's not her.
It'll
That's
take
not
me
her,
2 weeks to come up with like, what do you get for?
Yeah, gift giving is not her natural love language. She kind of stresses out and is like, "All right, "What am I going to get?" You know.
Right.
But I don't. Do you really care about gifts?
But I know what I like.
yeah.
No, that's not how I feel the most loved.
Me neither. Me
No.
neither.
Just give me a hug and let's go walk around.
That's exactly
Spend some
right.
time.
Quality time.
Yeah.
Physical touch.
Physical touch.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Amen. Amen.
Give me a hug.
Yeah.
But a gift is great.
A gift is super great.
But I'm kind of quirky. You'll see today.
Oh,
I'm
that's
a little
fun.
gadgety.
I can't wait.
I'm
do,
a little
you, do
nerdy.
you do you want to start us or do you want me to?
I'll start us off.
Okay.
Just
How did you? I'm curious how you approached this.
here's how I approached it.
Okay.
I said, what do I do in my day-to-day life? That's easiest part. And what do I use? And then okay, you use these things, and then you run it through the filter of like, is that really something that you could market to a bunch of dudes that are trying to buy something for their father-in-law or whatever?
Or could this could be wives and girlfriends buying it
Oh,
for
ye-
their spouses, significant
Yeah,
others.
yeah. And so that's where mine gets a little narrow because I am a little bit gadgety. I'm a little,
Yeah, okay.
little geeky.
Okay.
You know, I like what I like, but so that's kind of what I did.
Okay.
It's what do I use day to day,
Okay.
and then I just like things that help my life become easier,
Okay.
more efficient.
Okay.
So we'll see if there's a
Fascinating.
theme that comes out of it. All right, number one.
Number one.
This was a gift to me. We
We're
talked
gonna
about
alternate back and forth.
Yeah, I think
okay.
so. We talked about firewood.
Mm-hmm.
And the days of going in and out to the porch to grab the wood and bring it in.
Oh yes.
Every man needs a waxed canvas log carrier.
I love this.
Okay,
I love this.
This is ReadyWare's supply company.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up online. You can start your fire with it. It's retailing for $40 right now online. And if you have a natural wood guy in your life,
Yeah.
they need something like this.
Yeah.
Even if you have a fire pit or whatever, it's
Yep.
just so helpful. You're not tearing your arms up and throwing it in the wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
You just stack that thing
So
up.
you
and
lay it
let
out flat.
Lay it out flat.
Throw a couple pieces of wood in
Put
there.
your wood in there
Yeah.
as much as you can, where you can close it up,
Yeah.
and then you just lug that thing there.
I love that.
Rachel's been wearing this thing out, man.
Well, she's
Thanksgiving.
she's the fire
She's
starter.
the fire thrower, so
Yeah.
she uses it too.
Okay. You want me to go? Hold on.
Oh, by the way, it's made in the United States.
Is it really?
Yeah, ReadyWare's supply company is started in Seattle by a pair of brothers with the idea of making heritage quality items that are accessible in price and good value to their customers. So I like that story. It's a good story. All right.
All right. Here's how I approached it. I approached it a little bit differently.
Okay.
I thought, what are the things that bring me joy? I'm not naturally a things person. I
Okay.
don't love like stuff.
You want tickets.
I'm more of an experience guy.
Okay.
Maybe not tickets, but like
I can see
an
that, though.
experience,
Right.
traveling or something like that.
Okay.
But there are certain things, certain physical items that I get great joy from. I'm like, I love this.
Yeah.
It brings me joy.
Right.
And then I started thinking about just because of the way that, what's important to me. I was like, I want to get things, I want to recommend things that are made in the South. So that was my second thing.
Wow.
And then the third thing was
I knew you'd kick my butt on
I
this.
thought about price point. I was like,
Okay.
so there are 2 items in here that are a little bit pricier.
Okay.
But then the other 3 are more that mid-range. They're not super expensive. They're pretty inexpensive.
Okay.
So that's the way I thought about it. All right. I'm going to give you one of the...
I think you're gonna kick my. Yours are gonna be like really well thought out. Probably have your initials on something.
Boy, you're nailing it.
I
On
know
2
you.
of the things.
Oh my god! I knew it.
This is my first thing. I love art.
Okay.
So this is one of my favorite artists. I'm going to show this to you.
You're kidding.
Now this is an original.
You're kidding. Oh my!
But he does. Here, I'm just going to do this with the paper, by the way. Like,
get it out of here.
So that is a guy named Blake Gore. Blake lives in Virginia. Fantastic human being. Blake is a miniature artist, and so that's an original.
Yeah,
so that's
got a
original.
name on
It
it.
sits on my bar at our little cocktail bar at the house.
Yeah.
But you can go to his website, blakegore.com. He's got prints available for like hundreds of his works. You can buy prints. They're $25. And you're talking about like pheasants and bird dogs and trees, fish, trout, deer, turkey, mint juleps, old fashions, whiskey bottles. Like he's got all kinds of amazing art. And I love art.
What's the biggest thing you've seen him do? I mean, that's tiny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking like he did that one on the wall over there for me.
That's amazing.
I mean, that's about as big as it gets, man. Like I've got 3 Blakes in this room. That's one of them. There's Storm on the Sea of Galilee, which is a Rembrandt painting that I love.
$25, you said?
$25 for the prints.
Yeah.
Originals are more.
Yeah.
But he's got prints all day, $25, and they're fantastic.
That's
our kids love them.
It's a cool story.
Like one of our sons has a trout, just sitting next to his bed. He loves to fish.
Yeah.
All kinds of great art. So I love Blake stuff.
I'm fascinated.
So that's my number one.
There's no pencil small enough. All right, ready?
Yeah, number 2.
I'm just gonna go.
Checking our batteries. We're good.
All right, we're gonna get to know each other. I love candles. I like candles.
Me too, bro.
I like aromatherapy.
Bro,
Big
me
confession.
too.
Really?
I have
I like incense. I like smells.
Candle bone in my body.
Do you really?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Oh man, so good.
Yes.
Okay. This is the cheapest one this is the cheapest gift that I have, but it has probably brought me, I would say, the most joy out of what I've got today.
Okay.
It's a like a USB lighter. It's an arc lighter.
Okay.
All
I know
right.
what you're talking about.
So you slide it up.
Yeah.
It charges with a USB-C. You hit the button.
Oh man.
And it lights a wick the minute the second you touch it. Right? Like it's that right there is an arc. And it's $8. And it's rechargeable, no more matches. I have little flame, I have the torch lighter stuff, and they're all over the house, and we're trying to find them and stuff. I hide this from the kids. Like, this is my candle lighter.
I kind of want to see you stand up right now and grab that candle and
I
bring
like
it
that
back
candle.
over and light that candle.
I like that
I
candle.
want to see this thing in action.
All right.
This is like our first action shot.
All right. Get this. Let me get set again.
Yeah, get set up.
Got me working real hard. All right. I have to like do a good one
Yeah.
because you're
you
watching.
might have to lean back. I don't know how that camera's focused. You might want to lean back.
Oh,
just
back
a
here.
bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
I'll be able to see it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that, dude.
Yeah.
Third time's the charm.
That smells good too.
Hey, we should leave that running.
We're gonna let that run.
That's one of my favorite candles right there. Speaking of candles.
God, it smells great. So you share an affinity for candles.
Oh,
That's
dude.
awesome,
oh my
man.
goodness. And my wife, does Rachel like candles?
Yeah, but not like me. Like
See-
I'm kind of a fanatic.
Yeah.
But
Kimberly
she
and
does
I-
like to have them around.
Yeah.
But I think I like 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Kimberly
And
and,
then she'll light one every once.
we're equal on the candle affinity scale. She equally loves candles. Loves them.
That's beautiful, man.
I'll walk in tonight, dude, and in our bedroom there will be a candle, probably that one.
Really?
Oh yeah, burning on our kind of console table.
Yeah.
The TV sits on in front. Right as you walk in, it's on the left. There'd be a candle burning there. In our bathroom, on the countertop between our sinks, there'll be a beautiful candle. It'll smell amazing.
Wow.
Like, we love some candles.
With your torch.
Yeah. We
Clicker.
use matches.
Okay, y'all are all.
We use matches.
You're purists then.
Uh,
I do like a match smell.
I do too.
Then you got to go run it under the sink real quick and toss it.
Yep, toss it in the trash can. That's a
Hey,
great
Bucks,
gift idea.
it's,
I love that idea.
gosh, it's called the Surpus.
Serpus.
Suprus, which is a surprise us, is what they intended to do. But if you go online, they have all kinds of like different lighting utensils and everything.
Man, that's fantastic.
Cheapest one probably brings me the most joy.
I love it. I'm gonna give you one of my pricier ones.
Oh boy,
this is a hatchet.
Yes, it is.
This is a hatchet.
Yes, it is. Matches
This
your
is a man hatchet.
It matches your chaps.
Not everything I own matches my chaps, but this does.
That does. It's hard to match.
This is made by Richardson Axe Works out of Birmingham, Alabama. So Chris Richardson is a friend of mine, and he is an axe maker. And he makes big axes, like there's that big one over there on the wall, hanging on the wall. But he also makes hatchets.
Yeah.
And
which is more of a gift feel. Than
I think
here's
so.
a giant axe.
I think so.
Yeah.
This one is called. It's funny. I had him make this custom. I pitched in this idea for a guy's gift on a hunting trip that I went on last year. So I gave every dude who was on the trip one that's got the year and the initials, and it was a pheasant trip. So we've got a little pheasant burned in there, and I wanted blaze orange paracord up there. But then he loved it so much, you can actually go buy this one. Not this one that's in my hand.
Okay.
But he calls it the Bird Hunter. And so you can go buy this, and it's got a pheasant on it, and it's got the orange paracord.
Okay.
And he will initial your name. He'll do your initials on there if you want to customize it.
Wow.
It weighs 1.75 pounds, so it's pretty lightweight.
Yeah.
But like if you want to take something out to go camping, backpacking, canoeing, throw this in there. Like it's not crazy heavy.
Yep.
You can absolutely use it, so it's got a utility to it, but it's beautiful. I love it.
It's so cool.
It brings me a lot of joy, and
you could hammer some stuff with the backside.
I just hit the deadgum back of this mic. Absolutely. I mean, this thing is serious. So I'll let you take a look at it.
Okay. I love hatchets. I wish I had a reason to use them more.
Yeah.
You know, this looks like something that you would find like in a basement.
Yeah. Well, all the heads he uses are reclaimed. So
really?
Yeah, he goes, dude, he'll travel around and like,
oh, no kidding,
estate sales, and
and he works with those.
Yeah, and people will reach out to him like, hey, I got these axe heads or these hatchet heads or whatever.
This is a serious one.
It's fantastic.
I mean,
and
that's gonna last for generations.
For sure. And so last Christmas we gave each of our boys Richardson hatchets. They're all different. So
okay, Richardson hatchets.
Well, his company's called Richardson Axe Works.
Okay, if I looked it up, all right.
If you went to richardsonaxeworks.com. But these are hatchets, so they're smaller. But we gave them all hatchets from Chris.
Yeah.
And we picked out different styles for each of the boys. Like one
rite of passage.
One of them's a fisher, so one of them's got like fish scales on it. They're super cool, and the boys love them. And they're outside. You know, if they want to start a fire, like they're out there, chopping up stuff, and they love them.
Man, I what I love is this is like made by a guy.
Yeah,
it's not in a factory. Mm-mm. These tradesmen now, I mean, they're just unbelievable.
Yep.
I so respect knife makers.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you do? I make hatchets with custom leather sheaths on them. You want one? And and I'm at home with like my polymer handle REI.
Yeah.
Blade that probably needs sharpening.
Made in China
or
wherever.
Yeah, that is incredible.
But that thing will last a lifetime. They start like 200-ish
for
the hatchets. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's one of the pricier ones. Custom initials, I think, are like $20 more, something like that. But you'll have it forever.
It just looks good on the table, too, or in your office.
In fact, I might leave it on that table. Because I keep it on this bookshelf over here.
You should show it off.
But I think that needs to sit out.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So that's my second one.
Well done, man. Do you like my bag? Really,
it reminds me of like a fancy purse bag, like a bag that a fancy purse.
Interesting that you say that, because when I was looking for my Santa bag that you said we were going to put these in,
I never said Santa.
Well, it really felt like it.
Never said Santa. I said like
Christmas. I thought you were going to walk in here with this big red bag and pull them out like Santa and be like, "Where's the next one?" This is a purse bag.
Oh.
Like you said, when I went in the closet today to look for my Santa bag. This is the best I could do.
Yeah.
It's one of Rachel's designer purse bags.
Yeah.
That comes in the bag.
Is she a bag lady?
Loves bags.
Loves bags.
Loves
She's
them.
a bag lady.
Yeah.
All right.
They're like sitting around just being bags.
Because
you can only use one at a time.
Are they displayed in the closet?
A few of them. Just
Do they have
just
backlighting?
sitting there as
Do they have
bags.
backlighting?
No, it's not a Saks store. But they probably should.
Shout out Saks.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Black Friday. All right. Number 3 for me. I'm a gadget guy.
Man, no joke.
Here's what there's
Go,
a guy
Gadget Winston.
There's a guy in Birmingham who makes air hoses. No, this is not a Birmingham product.
Oh, I do like this.
Let me tell you something. As the kids get older and get into sports, they get bikes now. I am looking for a bike pump or just a hand pump. It's a needle or it's a Prestivalve or it's a Schrader. I'm blowing up the tires in the garage right now because every time the winter comes around, the tire
deflate.
light comes on.
Yeah.
What is that about? Can we fix that?
But it's science. You know how it works, right?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, the air gets colder and it contracts.
Yeah. So your tires
your tires deflate a little bit.
But the air outside the tire shouldn't. It should all balance out. Okay, let's not. Anyways, we're not
Science
physicists.
time with
Look,
Winston.
this is called Air Moto.
Yeah.
It's about $60-$70 on Amazon. It's a handheld automatic pump.
I love this.
You've got different attachments that it comes with.
Oh.
You pull the hose out. You screw it into here.
Uh-huh.
And then when you turn it on, by the way, it's USB-C too. I love everything's going USB-C now.
Yeah.
You turn it on, and you get to pick what you're inflating.
Yep.
It's got a bike. It's got a basketball.
So it's almost preset.
It's got a car.
Preset pressure ratings.
Preset pressure ratings.
Yeah.
But I think it probably has to do with, like, you're not going to use the car mode even if you turn it all the way down to 8 psi.
Yeah.
For the basketball, because
Right.
maybe it's a different
Maybe speed.
Strength
Yeah, strength,
or
something like that.
motorbike or like a bike tire. So, anyways, I love this thing
Does it?
because I'm always
well?
trying to,
Does it work well?
It works great.
So it's reliable.
Let me just say, best on like basketballs or blowing up an inflatable. The easy stuff is great. Now, my knock on it, I've used it on my tire just to get it back up to pressure this winter, and so it needed to go from 28 to 35 psi. But it's a big truck tire.
Yeah.
And it took probably 8 minutes, and it took the battery all the way down on a full charge.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna, if you're gonna like road trip with it,
You
might
probably want something beefier.
Yeah, you may need something a little beefier.
Because they make bigger options of those things. I've seen them, like like a small briefcase.
And you can put it in your car, your cigarette lighter, and
that's right. Charge
go
it
that way. But anyways, you set your PSI, you hit the power button, and then it cuts off right when it hits it.
So footballs, basketballs, bicycle tires. Probably
bikes,
perfect.
just bikes all day. The
All
kids,
day.
just always needing a bike pump.
That's a really
and
great
I'm tired
idea.
of just
Yep.
doing the whole like pump thing.
I get it.
So, Air Moto.
That's a great. I like that we have this balance where I went more
Oh, dude, you are so homegrown.
makers,
You're so homegrown.
crafts people, and you're like
Make
these
my
are
life
fun
easier.
gadgets that
Just
make
fun
my
little
life
things.
easier. This is a good balance, I think.
I knew where we were headed.
Yeah,
So
I love that. All right, I'm gonna grab my.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn my bike pump off. Sorry, guys. Golly, what are you doing in there? What are you doing in there?
Just making sure. There's one that's kind of small, and so I was like, I hope I didn't forget it, but it's in there.
You wrapped everything too.
I did.
You were really sold out to this.
I love this idea. This is a great episode.
I do too. I already.
This one I went a little self-promotionally. self-promotioning.
Okay. Oh,
Eli Mason.
wow.
Look at this.
How did you get that?
Well,
How did you get that?
God, bump that mic again.
How did you
Well,
find
it's because I'm one of the owners of Eli Mason.
that? Oh, no way.
Yes, but I will say, we use this all the time.
Yeah, I like that.
We use it all the time. And I did pick, so this is a cocktail mixer. This is an old-fashioned cocktail mixer.
Okay.
And some people might be saying, well, I know how to make an old-fashioned. Yeah, if you do, that's great. Make them.
Keep going.
I love making cocktails. I love it. And I think I'm good at it.
Yeah.
So I have a bunch of different bitters. And I
Right.
have different syrups. And I have different liqueurs, different spirits. And
Yeah.
Kimberly and I on the weekend, it's
You're
like
a chemist.
I go, what? Let me figure out.
what do you want?
I keep a saved folder on Instagram for cocktail recipes I see that I save them.
Impressive.
I'm like, I want to try that. I want to try that.
Impressive. And you will opt to a mixer if you have it versus
Yeah.
all the ingredients.
There are some times where I'm like, I don't feel like exploring. I just want a great old fashioned. That's all I want. So we keep this in the fridge. This is our old fashioned mixer. We use real cane sugar from Florida. We have our own blend of bitters, like our special blend of bitters.
Yeah.
So this is all natural. There's nothing, there's no high fructose corn syrup. There's nothing artificial in here.
Yep.
This one is a limited edition, though.
Yeah, that looked different than what I saw on the shelf the other
It
day.
is a barrel aged old fashioned mixer. So here's what we did with this one. We
How do you
took
do
our
that?
old fashioned mixer, and then we got a freshly emptied barrel from our friends at Leaper's Fork Distillery.
Okay.
So they emptied a barrel. They had aged their whiskey. They emptied it one day.
Kind of them.
They sent it to us.
Yep.
We filled that barrel up with our old fashioned mixer, and we let it sit there for 2 months.
That same recipe.
The same recipe, but we let it sit in a whiskey barrel for 2 months.
Cool idea.
So it soaks up a lot of that extra oak, vanilla, caramel,
Yeah.
char. There's some extra depth and
Yeah.
complexity that you go, oh man, this is our barrel aged old fashioned mixer.
Okay.
So this is $19.99. You can make 20 drinks out of this.
No kidding.
You take a half ounce of this,
Yeah, tell me how to do it.
half ounce of this, 2 ounces of your favorite bourbon or whiskey.
Okay.
Stir it up.
A 2 to 1.
No, 4 to 1. Half ounce to 2 ounces.
Wow. That just made me feel real dumb. I thought you said, never mind.
2 to 1 would be
Never
1
mind.
ounce of this. It's a
So you don't
half
need
ounce.
much at all.
No.
Okay.
No. Because you don't want your old fashioned Now, I will say, I've got
Oh.
some friends who do an ounce of this.
They like to
and
dope it up.
They're like, oh, I like mine sweeter. A lot of America likes their cocktail sweeter.
Yeah, but then you can't
I'm just
taste
not
anything.
that. Yeah, I'm not that kind of guy. I like mine.
So do you have to refrigerate that after you open it?
Yes.
Because it's real ingredients.
Yeah. And it's sugar.
How long
Sugar,
will it
yeah.
last?
Unopened.
No.
3 years.
Yeah, like after you open it. It's good to go.
A year.
I've also thought about your old simple
18
syrups.
months.
How long does the simple syrup last? Because mine will, if I make my own,
Yeah.
you refrigerate it, you kind of want to use that.
Yeah.
It's sugar
You
water.
mean simple or Demerara or something like that? A bottle of simple syrup?
Yeah, that y'all sell.
If you open it and keep it in the fridge,
It's good.
a year. Yeah, it'll
That's
last
cool.
a long time.
Because honestly, again, I'm an efficiency guy. That's efficient too. But
Yeah.
I couldn't make that. But I could make simple syrup. But I don't want to. I want to buy Eli Mason.
Yeah,
simple
well,
syrup.
this is I think
20
this
bucks.
is fantastic. $20 will make 20 drinks, and it's really delicious. It's all
Great
natural. And if you're a dude, I think the old fashioned is the greatest cocktail ever made. That's my opinion. This makes a really great old fashioned.
Is that the one with the orange peel in it?
Yeah, old fashions. I mean, there are a ton of varieties. For
A
the
Manhattan's the
old-fashioned.
one with that cherry.
Well, yes, a Manhattan is going to be typically rye whiskey, sweet vermouth,
yeah.
some type of bitters like Angostura, something like
I
that.
think I'm a Manhattan guy
I
over the
love
old
Manhattans,
fashioned,
bro. I love Manhattans, but
the
old
old-fashioned
fashioned is my number one. That's my number one.
Great gift.
Yeah. $19.99. EliMason.com.
I don't know how
Shout
you got
out to Eli Mason.
I don't know how you got your hands on one of those.
I know it's super hard to get.
Gee. All right, let's stay with drinks.
Okay.
You want to stay with drinks?
I love that.
Okay. This is a different kind of drink. I love coffee.
I love coffee.
I love it so much that I bought a coffee scale. I love it so much that
You are one precise dude.
I learned the ratio of a golden cup of coffee to water. And I got way into this 2 years ago. My friend bought me a pour over. I didn't bring that.
Like a Chemex?
Like a Chemex.
Okay.
First time I'd ever done a pour over, you put the filter in, you grind your beans, you put it over the little like beaker.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
like a chemistry project.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then you get a kettle and pour it over. Well, to measure, like I measure to do 2 cups, one for Rachel, one for me.
Yep.
I do 40 grams of coffee beans on the coffee gator. This is called a coffee gator. Okay. You hit it, turn it on, you zero it out. I mean, it's a system. It's a process.
Yeah.
Zero it out, put your beans in to 40 grams, put it in the grinder, grind them up, zero it out again, because the next thing you're going to measure is how many grams of water
Oh my gosh.
goes into the bigger. You would never do this. You would never do this. But here's the thing. It's a scale. So the last time, the only other thing I've used this for, to weigh the puppies that we just had.
Oh, when they were fresh?
Yeah, I put like a Tupperware on top
Yeah.
and then set them in there and zeroed it out and set them in just to weigh them.
Yeah.
It's a scale. So it does grams, it does
Ounces probably?
ounces, grams per milliliter, milliliters,
Wow.
and pounds. So I think even though you're not going to go grind your beans and measure it out, you'll be surprised what you use a scale for.
What's the word I'm looking for? You are a
gosh.
a process guy,
Yeah.
ritual. You're a ritual guy.
I am very ritualistic.
Yeah.
I love my
the
routines.
ritual
I
of
love the rituals of stuff.
grinding those beans, measuring them out, measuring the water,
It's therapy, man.
swirling the kettle.
It's like when you
Do
reach
have
for the matches.
Yeah.
For you.
That's fair.
Here comes the
That's
ritual.
fair.
I'm going to light this candle
That's fair.
perfectly
Touche.
and then blow it out.
Yeah.
Do you have a snuffer? I bet you have a snuffer.
We don't have a snuffer. We did just get a wick trimmer.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. We got
Those
a wick
wicks
trimmer.
can get nasty, man. They'll be
can.
popping on you.
They
Okay,
can.
Coffee Gator. It's probably $35, but look him up. This is a entrepreneur guy.
Okay.
He
I
started
love that.
this in 2016, 2017. He was drinking instant coffee his whole life, went to Colombia on a trip, and then just opened his eyes
Fell in love with it.
and started a company called Coffee Gator. And he's got a lot of cool stuff. So support Phil.
I think that's
And
fantastic.
Phil, if you're listening, God, thanks for the scale, bro.
Did he give it to you?
No. Nope. But cool
Thanks for
packaging,
making
like a
this.
good little note in there about
Yeah.
his story.
Yeah.
And
I love that kind of stuff.
it's good.
Yeah.
You would like kind of you'd like his stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Coffee Gator. CoffeeGator.com, I guess.
Yeah. Go get it.
All right. We're great on battery. All right. Let's see what did I do. I did the Eli Mason. Okay. I'm going to go with my second pricier item.
Oh, I only got one more. This went by fast. Your second most expensive?
Here we go. I'm going to hand these over to you.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness.
All right. This is my new obsession.
Oh my gosh.
So I picked these up.
I can smell this.
Can't you?
What is happening right
I
now?
picked them up 2 weekends ago at our it was our 10th anniversary Made South holiday market. And this brand was there, Double B Boot Company.
Where out of where? Where'd you say?
I'm going to say it wrong.
Okay.
Pontotoc, Mississippi.
Punxsutawney.
I think it's
Pontiac?
No, I think it's Pontotoc.
Okay. I feel like I've seen that, but I couldn't say it.
Yeah, it's about 30 minutes from Oxford, so close to the Oxford-ish area.
Okay, tell me about this. What?
Double B Farm is like a third-generation farm, agricultural farm in Randolph, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And the guy who started Double B, younger guy, his name is Benjamin Bowen.
Do you mind?
Oh, no. What size are you?
11.
Hey, I'm an 11 and a half. Those are going to be real close. So they came, set up, brought all their boots. I fell in love with these, and This is my new pair of dress boots. Now these are called the Randolph Roper.
These are,
and dude,
I'm gonna say it. They're sexy.
And I'm
I don't know what else.
They are comfortable out of the box.
Yeah,
Out of the box. Every other pair of boots I've ever owned,
it's like a sock.
I got to put them on and like break them in, and they hurt for a while.
Oh,
you got to wear them, and you're like, oh. The first week or two wearing a fresh pair of boots, I'm like, my feet are killing me. And then they break in and they soften up. These are comfortable right out of the box. I don't know what they do. I don't understand it.
It's so soft.
But dude, the Randolph Roper. Now they also they got a bunch of different styles. I really like my next couple purchases. I think are going to be the Ross Roper, or they have one. The Yacona River Roper is the one that I'm like, oh baby.
Okay.
But so
I'm a huge Roper guy.
Double B Boot Company. Now, I mean, here's the thing. So they're all designed there in Mississippi. They are handmade in Mexico, in old Mexico. Ooh. Which I think a lot of boot brands are making them there. And I think they do really good work. Like there's something to the old Mexico craftspeople, boot makers.
Dude, smells like.
But they're amazing. Now look at the little pull straps.
Yep, I noticed that.
See, look at that. They'll customize them for you. You don't have to do that.
And it's kind of a blink, 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 kind of like,
dude, it's so funny. So he was doing that at the show for people. He was like, hey, if you want us to customize them, we'll do it for you. I said, absolutely. He was like, how do you want it to do? I like...
A little bit, clink, a little bit.
I like Scotty Cameron putters. Have you ever seen a Scotty Cameron putter? And Scotty's stamping method is always kind of like... Yes. All over the place a little bit.
Yeah.
And so Benjamin was there stamping, and I was like, hey, you ever seen a Scotty Cameron putter? Like, he goes, I got you.
Done.
I know exactly what you're talking about. So I thought those were cool. So he put my initials on the side.
The guy's name's Benjamin?
Benjamin Bowen.
Oh, that makes sense. And it's a leather sole.
Leather sole, so you can resole
wood
them.
heel.
You can have them for
but a great like rubber piece here, so you're not clacking.
Nope. And I'm not sliding around all over the place.
Okay.
Like it is super comfortable.
I'm glad I put that on, dude, because I wouldn't have been able to be like, heck yeah, get those.
Their boots are they're not crazy, but they're also not cheap. Like they start around $300, $310. These were $375, so not wild for a pair of boots. You could buy a way crazier pair of boots. Luke Casey's, you can spend thousands of dollars on a pair of Luke Casey's.
My favorite pair of Ropers are they're Billy Reed. I haven't looked them up in years, but
I've got the same pair.
Dude, they're probably 12 years old.
Yeah, mine too.
And they're
beat up and destroyed.
Just an old ratty dog.
Mm-hmm.
But
short shaft.
They're short.
I like. Yep.
They're wide out. They've kind of. But man, it's like wearing a house shoe.
Yeah.
I've resold them twice.
Yeah.
But I love them. They're a little click clacky.
They are click clacky. You're 1,000% correct.
Click.
When I resold mine, I put rubber.
Yeah,
I put some rubber on the bottom to stop the click clacking.
But I don't like a big cowboy boot heel.
Yeah.
That's why I like the Roper, because it gives you a little something.
Me too.
And you just slide them on.
Double B Boot Company.
I'm in.
doublebboots.com.
Hey, text me that after this.
Yeah, I will.
Hey.
By the way, I loved this. The mission of Double B Farms is to, quote, be good stewards of God's land.
Simple,
and I was like...
Simple and true.
I said, take my money.
Steward it to the land.
Steward my money.
Have some land money to continue to steward it.
Yeah, and like super nice family, dude.
Yeah.
Benjamin was there, his sister's husband, like just all class act, like nice people.
All these people make me want to like think about what I want to do with my life. You're making boots and working the land. I mean, the maker thing is cool.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I wish I were better with my hands.
Yeah, I do too.
I want to be like a potter or a painter or something.
An ironsmith.
Yeah, I know a really great blacksmith.
I love the idea of being a blacksmith. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Just make some fire set pokers for people.
Yeah.
So great one. Hey man, great.
That was my that's the priciest one, but I brought two that were kind of expensive. That was the second of the expensive ones.
It's okay, we understand.
Yep.
You got some expensive taste men in your life.
I'm trying to throw a variety of things out there. And I was like, what brings me joy? These
I
boots.
know.
I wore them to church on Sunday. These boots.
I just put them on, and
bringing me joy.
they're the best.
They're bringing me joy.
They smell like heaven.
I know.
All right. I feel like this is going to get worse for me. This is my last one, but you're just going to be like, golly, you really have a problem. But I can't wait for I can't wait for the feedback.
What does this one measure, Winston?
Do what?
What does this one measure? I'm like, does it measure something?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How'd you know?
Well, you brought a scale, a pump, like it's gotta do something. I just guess measuring.
Dude, no way.
Is it a laser measure?
It's a laser measure. Are you kidding? I feel like you got to know me a lot faster than I was ready for.
You are using this.
You're making me uncomfortable.
You're using this in houses
all the time
to easily, quickly measure.
Hey, what's the square footage of your office? Oh, wait,
beep.
You don't have to count ceiling tiles. You don't have to like step it off with your foot.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll that tape out and make all the noise and bing bang bong, bing bang bong.
Yeah.
Hey, can you hold that right there for me? No. You stick it on the wall. You point it across, and you say, "Oh, you're 8 feet 6 inches away from me. You're 8.5 feet away from my heart, bro."
8.5
Oh,
feet
wait,
from
what's the ceiling height in this office?
Well, that's from the door handle.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is our ceiling height?
I'm not gonna be able to see it. 8'9".
That seems low.
Almost 9 feet.
Okay. Well,
Dude.
it is slanted front to back. It's a pitched roof.
So you can do area and it'll memorize it's a Bosch. I mean, it's made in small town
Germany.
Small town
It's
guy.
handmade in small
Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. And
I
asked him to initial it for me, and they said no. They had to put this laser radiation warning on there instead.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I
would imagine
goes up to 100 feet.
I would imagine
Now,
that makes your life easier as a real estate guy.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It makes it so easy that you forget that you're like, your first step is to reach for a tape measure.
Yeah.
But you kind of forget you have this amazing device that can shoot it in 1 second.
Yeah.
Surprisingly expensive. How much do you think this is?
Well, now I have the context of you saying surprisingly expensive. So I'm like, well, what does that mean? I mean, I would.
What would you pay for it? Even though you wouldn't buy one? Hey, here's a laser measure. Merry Christmas.
I would say it's $79.
That's really good. 85.
85. Okay, great. I'm a pretty good guesser.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Here's your laser measure. Is that what you're going to do for all the men in your life?
No.
Who would you ever buy this for? Somebody who's in... That's a problem. This is a terrible gift, I'm just realizing.
No,
because
I don't think
if you're in the industry, you're going to buy that as part of your life.
But I think there are also, there are practical uses around the home for it.
Yeah.
We pull out a tape measure all the daggum time.
Yeah.
Figuring out, I can't think of the most recent example why we did, but we do. We're always, we have it. It's called the junk drawer in our kitchen.
Oh, us too. It drives me crazy.
It is overflowing with miscellaneous crap.
Isn't that crazy?
And there's always a tape measure or two in there.
Yep. Yeah.
And
you need it.
And 9 times out of 10, you go there and you're like, "Where's the tape measure? Where is it? Like, it ain't here.
Can't ever find
the junk drawer." And so
scissors, a lighter.
We have a drawer for scissors
and
lighter for sure.
Tape measures.
Batteries
should be in there. Can't find them.
Zip ties.
No idea where they are.
Random keys. There's all kinds of crap in there. But I can see this would have some practical uses around the house.
It makes it a lot easier. And honestly, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun to use.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a rangefinder, but if you were saying, like, hey, how far away is that deer stand?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could shoot a tree with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you can get the laser to it, it'll tell you how far it is.
Yeah. I think that's a
within
great thing.
A domestic environment,
So that's your last one, huh?
That's it, man. Yeah. We are very different in our preferences.
That's all right.
But I like the variety.
We're like the yin and the yang. Battery's still good, by the way. This is my smallest one.
Clearly. Thank you for wrapping a gift for yourself. All of them. Santa's got a brand new bag.
Is this good audio?
God, it sounds like Christmas morning. Oh, fragrance. You didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
This
is that a rollerball?
Yeah.
Daggum.
Look at this.
I'm in. You are an aromatherapy guy.
This is one of the coolest things that I have encountered in a long, long time. So here's...
Sorry. This is a great last one.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Right.
This brand is called... I'm going to try to say it the right way. Odu Oak.
Okay.
Odu Oak. O-A-K. All right?
Uh-huh.
But all one word. Odu Oak. This... it's cologne.
Okay.
In a rollerball format.
Best thing somebody ever thought of.
So these people were at our Made South event in Birmingham in October. And I was walking around and I was like, huh. And I saw them and I went over to check them out and I made the decision right there, Winston. Right there. I said,
Impulse.
I'm going to have a signature scent.
No, you're not.
I'm going to pick out something here today that my wife likes. So I brought Kimberly over. I narrowed it down to like 3 or 4 that I liked.
All right.
I brought her over. I said, I want you to smell these. Tell me which one you like the best. She picked this one.
Wow.
And I said, I'm going to be wearing this. I'm going to start wearing this every day. So every morning.
You're going to brand your, yep.
Every morning out of the shower, get dressed, take a little bit of this, just rub it on, like around, like behind the ears, around the back of the neck.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a dog.
Yep. That's exactly right.
I got a little bit of scent back there.
Here's why I love this.
I put mine on my chest just for.
Do you really?
Yeah, like right here.
I don't think that's wrong.
Over the heart.
I don't think that's wrong at all.
Oh, okay. Just any hot points.
Yeah, I just go like behind the ears and like.
But you
maybe
don't
a little bit
smell it all day right there?
No.
Okay, good.
No. It's bourbon based.
Of course it is. You have a little Eli in there?
So the base of this
really
is Kentucky bourbon.
No way.
Yes. Odu Oak.
Oak barrel.
And they have I don't know, they probably have a dozen or more different fragrances.
Okay.
This one, which is the one,
That's a lot.
Who
are these people?
They are out of Louisville, Kentucky. So let me tell you.
Of course they are.
Started by Jackie, I'm going to say her name wrong, Zycan.
Okay.
She is a professional whiskey blender. And so these fragrances are all built upon the already dimensional aromatic profile that bourbon whiskey derives from the barrel.
This was made for you.
Think like vanilla, spice, fruit, herbs, floral, all those things.
And then you get down into the base notes.
Yeah. They make a smaller version of this, a smaller that you could probably just carry around in your pocket if you wanted to.
Yeah,
I don't know why you would, but
a little spritz.
Yeah. And those are like they start at $11. This one was $33.
That's amazing.
And they have a larger format. I don't remember what size.
Right.
Maybe like a spray. I don't know.
Okay, so this is your daily wear.
This is my daily wear now, and my wife loves it. Now the name of this one is a little bit weird. It's called Walk of Shame.
Yeah.
But that's the one that we like the smell of the best.
Yeah, that's great.
I just had her. I held them up, had her smell. She was like, "That one,
Walk of Shame."
Walk of Shame. That's my here. You want to try it? I'm
not
gonna.
I do need to smell this. You know what? I have a quote for fragrances.
Okay.
You ready? Fragrances are meant to be discovered, not announced.
Oh, that is.
And there's nothing worse than the guy walking in and you're like, "Whoa,
yes,
ladies and gentlemen."
Yes.
Walk of Shame just walked in the room.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
But like when you give a little hug or you walk by or something, man, it's really nice just to be like, "Oh, you smell good."
Do you remember our very first, no, it was our second episode, we talked about like, what is a Southern gentleman? I talked about giving compliments.
Yeah.
That's a compliment I like to give people. Men or women.
That feels good.
If I give them a hug and they smell good, I'll go,
good.
"Take them, you smell good." And they're like, "Oh, thank you."
That's
I love
good.
it, dude. I love it. This might not be for you.
No,
you know?
I like it. I trend a little more unisex, floral-ish with a good bass note. Like I like bergamot.
I love bergamot.
You know, like it's kind of citrusy.
Yeah.
This is a good balance, man. This is.
I should have made notes about like specifically
It's
what
not
that
musky.
one is.
It's not like any of that. It's fresh and good, well balanced.
I love it though. odooak.com.
It's warm. Like it's a warm smell.
Yeah. I love it.
Very affable.
You said it should be discovered, not announced. That is a great quote.
That's it, man. I just did it. Did the quote of the week. I didn't even know it.
Yeah. So that stays in my top bathroom drawer, and that's what I've been. I've committed myself to.
It says unisex fragrance.
That's going to be my signature scent. That's going to be my thing.
Wildfire LLC.
So that must be her company name.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Like these people are. They're doing cool. They're doing cool stuff.
I know.
Odoo Oak. Now I'd throw that in the stocking.
Oh,
I'd throw that in there
great
for
stocking
somebody.
stuffer. Yes. Great stocking stuffer. If you
I feel
like
more
if you
men
like whiskey,
fragrances
absolutely
than we really.
If you're like, I want to smell better, I want to have something about me that makes me stand apart, that can be discovered, not announced.
Yeah.
And especially if you're into whiskey.
Yeah.
Like I think it's such a cool idea. It doesn't overly, when I smell that, I don't go, oh, whiskey.
No, it's like, whoa.
But if you're into it, you're like, that's kind of cool. It's got bourbon in there. That's
Yeah,
kind of
but it's not a tailgate.
No. Mm-mm.
It's really well done.
Yeah. I love their stuff.
Man.
I think
I've never
this.
smelled that on you.
Well, but when are you like
Hugging you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes when we say bye and stuff, but but that just means you're not announcing anything. You're doing it right.
Yeah, maybe I should start adding like a strip on my chest.
Hey, you careful with those roller balls. They will put out on you. So careful with that. Just whoa. And then, dude, nothing worse than putting too much on and you're kind of screwed.
Yeah,
because you're not gonna get back in the shower.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying you can
And
always.
You're kind of nervous when you walk in the room.
Yeah, you can always add more.
But hey, easy
rollerball, easy. I just do. Maybe I don't do enough.
I kind of wish. I kind of wish you were in my family.
Oh, so I would give that to you.
I think you have great gifts.
Oh,
I mean, unbelievable gift guy.
Yeah. Well, maybe
you'd be a great.
Maybe one of your family members will watch this.
I feel like I'm 2 for 5 for you. Like I nailed it with like the candle lighter, and the firewood, but like.
I like them all.
It's all kind of a gadget.
It takes all kinds of kinds.
Yeah, it does.
We're all
You have
different.
fantastic job today.
Well,
fantastic job.
I think we crushed this.
Yep, well done. Thanks for joining us.
This is the first ever Southern Gentleman's Holiday Gift Guide.
2024 Southern Gentleman Gift Guide. It
Yeah.
feels good.
I love that.
Let's start throwing some stuff up on the website.
I think that's fantastic.
Because I'd love to go find this stuff.
Yeah. On the website or like Instagram?
Oh, I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
I'm not like a big social media guy.
Yeah.
I just said let's make it available so I can go on there and be like, what was that boot again?
Yeah. Well, I can just text you this stuff, or you can just watch this next week.
That's a good point.
When it comes out.
Well done. Good to hang.
All right, that was good. Nothing else for today, right?
Nothing else for today. Let's
First
keep doing
edition of the gift guide. Done. What do you want to tell people?
I would like to tell you, keep coming back, y'all.
Hey, y'all, we appreciate you watching this video. If you enjoyed this conversation, give us a like and be sure to subscribe to the channel. Maybe even share this video with a buddy.
Also, if you have ideas for future shows, we'd love to hear from you. So head on over to chrisandwinston.com, or you can find us on Instagram at Southern Gentleman Podcast. See y'all next week.